Assalamualaikum, I am Adila and I will be explaining about the admin flow inside this system. First, admin need to log in into the system using username and password that has been given. Log in. Here is the admin page, admin homepage, and here admin can log out from here or admin can click navigation here. Let's try to log out. Log out and will be redirected to the first page from earlier. So I log in again. Okay. When we click here for navigation, we'll be redirect into this menu, and admin can either add book, view order, or view order items. First, we can try to add book here. We can choose a file as a book cover, the image, okay, and fill out all the details. Here we choose the category for our book, and we can click add. Okay, and we will be redirect into this page, which is this page, which is the list of the book that is available inside the system, inside our bookstore. And this is the one that we just entered. And here we can edit or delete our book. First, let's try to edit. And here is the detail of the book. And let's say we try to edit our price and make it 98, and we will update. And here our book has been updated to 98 for its price. Or we can just view or delete. We can delete our book. Let's say we don't want we want to delete it. Okay. And see, our book is not on the list because it has been deleted. We can also search for specific books using book ID. For example, we try to put B04, and this is the book with ID B04. Beside that, admin can also view order from the customer. Here, the order, admin can search for a certain specific order ID. Let's say, just say 3, search. And here, it just show the list for the order ID of number 3. Admin can also view order items, which is book that has been ordered by customer. Admin can also search for a specific order ID to find the book. The book has been ordered by specific order ID. Search. It's there is 2 record found because there is 2 book from order ID 4. After finishing all of these, admin can log out from the system. Okay, and admin will be redirect into the first page that admin encountered when admin encountered in.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadhilah Hanim binti Fauzi, and for my group's project presentation for our online bookstore system, I will be explaining about the flow of the customer system for our online bookstore. So, this is, as you can see on the screen, this is the homepage of our bookstore system. Whether you are the admin or a customer, this is the first page that you will come across to. So, if you are a customer and you just want to browse through all the books that we have to offer, you don't have to sign up for an account. But if you want to purchase books, the first thing that you have to do as a customer is to sign up for an account. So simply click on the sign up button here at the top of the page, and you will then be redirected to the sign up page, which contains a form that you have to fill in order for you to become a member. So simply just type in your name, email, username, password. So if while filling in the form you have made a mistake and you want to delete that mistake, you can simply manually backspace, or you can just click on the reset button. But if you didn't make any mistake, you can just simply click on the sign up button. Once clicked, a pop-up will appear that says you have successfully signed up. Just click on OK, and then you will be redirected to the login page. So simply log in to your account by typing in your username and your password. Oh, I have typed in the wrong username and the wrong password. So okay, now I am logged into my account. I will be once you click on the login button, you will be redirected back to the home page. And if you want to browse through all the books, simply click on all books button that is located on the navigation bar at the top of the page. You will then be redirected to a page that contains catalog of books that is available in the system. So because I am logged into my account, there is a banner of sorts that says welcome Nurul Fadhilah Hanim here. You can now browse through all the books that we have to offer. If a customer wants to know more about the books and they want to purchase the books, they can simply click on the book cover, and then they will be redirected to a page that contains all the relevant information regarding the book. Here we have the book description and also the book details. So the book details, the ID is B Book 12, the author is Karen M. McManus, and the price is RM 45 ringgit, and its category is crime and thrillers. If the customer wants to buy this book, they can simply click on the purchase or add to cart button, and then they will be redirected to the shopping cart page. But if a customer wants to look for books that belong in certain genres, they can simply click on the genre button that is on the navigation bar, and a list of genres will appear. So if a customer wants to look for books that belong in the young adult genre, they can simply click on the young adult button, and all the books that belong in that genre will appear. So they can simply click on the book cover and add to cart. Okay, if a customer wants to look for certain books and they already know the book title or the author of the books, they can simply click on the search button here that is located also at the top of the page. They can then they will be redirected to the search page where they can enter the title of the book or the author of the book. Let's say I want to buy a book called A Court of Mist and Fury. Simply type in that title and click on search, and then the book will appear. Click on the book cover and add to cart. You can also look for books that have been written by certain authors. For example, I want to look for books that have been written by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Simply type in her name, click on search, and all the books that have been written by her will be displayed here. Add to cart. Now, this is our shopping cart. Let's say if a customer wants to make changes towards her shopping cart, they can simply do so by changing the quantity of the books in the shopping cart. If a customer wants to buy 2 copies of Dayboard Die at the end, they can simply change 1 into 2, and if they don't want to buy One of Us is Lying, they can change the quantity from 1 to 0 and click on Save Changes, and the cart has now been updated. So now that the customer has already made up their mind that these are all the books that they want to buy, they can simply click on Go to Checkout, and then they will be redirected to the checkout page, which contains their orders here, and also a form in which they have to fill in to confirm their purchase. So just type in all the relevant information. Okay. And click on submit. Again, if the customer has made mistake, they can either manually backspace, click on backspace, or click on the reset button. Okay, now click on submit. And then they are now redirected back to a page that contains their orders and also the shipping fee for their orders, and this is the total fee for the total charge for all the books and also the shipping. So to confirm your order, just click on purchase. So make sure all your details are correct before you click on OK. So if all the details all the details is correct, just simply click on OK. And now a pops-up will be displayed, a pops-up that says your order has been processed successfully, your cart has been emptied, is now displayed. So click on OK, and this is a page that shows the order that has been made. So our order ID is number 6, and our total amount for the order is 236 ringgit, and this is the title of the books that we just bought. Again, if a customer wants to buy more books, they can simply click on all books and do the same thing again and again. So now that we have made our purchase, we can now log out of the system or log out of our account by clicking on the log out button. And now we have been logged out of our account. Okay, now that that's done, I want to show you what happens if a customer goes to the cart page without adding any books into the cart. So click on the cart button, and then a pop-up will come up and says your cart is empty, please make sure you add some books in it. Then click on OK, and you will be redirected back to the books page, the catalog of books page.
And this is for condition for the card if customer is not logged in. So like we can search for one book for like let's standing, and we go to add to cart. And if customer want to check out but not log in yet, so go to checkout button and you go to log in first. So after the login, customer can go to the checkout like this.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syahirah binti Mohd Zaki. I will explain more about the database flow for our online bookstore. So, our database name book contain 5 tables in it, which is we have book table, customer table, order table, order item table, and sign up table. So for the book table, so we have book ID. The type for the book ID is the voucher. Uh, the book ID is a primary key. So the book cover, we use the data type voucher. The book title, we use data type voucher. The book author, we use data type voucher. Book price, we use double for um the the storing currency value. For the book category, we use the data type voucher. For the book description, we use data type voucher too. So for the customer table, we have the customer ID. Data type for it is integer. So the customer ID, it is a primary key, and we use the auto increment. So the value in the customer ID will increase one. So the customer name, we use varchar. Customer phone, we use varchar. Customer address, we use varchar. Customer postcode, we use integer. The customer state, we use varchar. For the order table, we have the order ID. The order ID, it is a primary key for this table, and we use also the auto increment. The customer ID, the data type is integer. For the name, it is we use the username. This is username for the customer. We use data type varchar. The amount, we use decimal, which is 6.2. So the amount is the total of the book that we order. And ship name, we use varchar. Ship phone, we use varchar. The ship number phone lah for the customer. And ship address, we use varchar. Ship postcode, we use integer. Ship state, we use varchar. So basically all the ship is the customer detail that we use for shipping purpose. For the order item, so we have order ID and book ID. The order item, it is a bridge to, so order item table is the bridge for the book table and order table. So the order ID and book ID is a primary key and foreign key for this table. So the item price, we use double 6.2, and the quantity we use integer. So for the table sign up, we have sign up ID, which is the data type is integer, the sign up ID is the primary key for this table. We use auto increment for its value. And second, we have name, which data type is varchar, email, username, password, confirm password, and role, which is all the data type is varchar. This is our entity relationship diagram or ERD for online bookstore system. So the customer need to sign up for access to our online bookstore system. So customer make order and create order item which is consists of the book.
So this is for admin homepage. We have session start and title admin homepage. So this is style or CSS for this page, and we have welcome for session name. We have logout button, and this is a menu for the admin. We have add book, view order item. So this is navigation for the on-click open nav. So this is JavaScript for open navigation and close navigation. So the ID is my nav. So if admin click the open, it will open this menu. If admin close, it will close the menu. So this is admin homepage. We will have welcome admin. So if I click here, it will open the menu and it show. So if we close here, it will close the menu and go back to the home page back. So first we will connect database using PHP language. So inside coin.php, this is a create connection, which is my SQL I underscore connect. Localhost is a server name, root is a username database, empty disk is a password database, and book is a database name. So we will check the connection. If a connection false, it will error could not connect, and it will show what the error is. So next is output.php. So inside the output we have session underscore start and have title output. So this is style or CSS for this page. So this is menu for admin. This is a session welcome session name. So this is a form for the add book. So we are using method post, action process underscore output.php, and inside multi-part or form data. Why we are using this? Because we are using tab file, and it will allow the files to be sent through post. So inside here we have ID, tab text, and name book underscore ID, book cover, tab file, name file, title, type text, name book underscore title, author, type text, name book underscore author, price, type text, name book underscore price, and category we are using select, name book underscore category. So we have 7 options, which is classic and literary, fantasy and science fiction, crime and thriller, general fiction, historical fiction, romance, and young adult. So description in name book underscore description, and we are using text area, which is row 4 and column 62. So for the button we have 2 tab button. Tab submit, for the first button is submit, and for a second button reset. So it will reset the form if customer want to reset. Next is process underscore output.php, and this is process after admin want to add the book inside the book.php, output.php. So first is the session start, and we will include the con.php, which is we are create the database inside the con.php. So we will post the book ID, book title, book order, book price, book category, and book description by using post. So MySQL will escape string we are using here because we want to escape special character in string. So this is for the file as name as file. This type the file we are called and name. So this is temporary name, file and temporary name. So this is a code that we have checked if the file image is exit or not, or error. So if the file is file error, it will return code and tell what the error, or else if the file is exit in image folder, so we will echo the file name and say already exists, or else if the file is not exist and not error, it will move upload file to the file to the image folder and store with the name file. So it will echo store in image folder and write name. So this is ISKR for to insert the book. So insert into the book cover, book ID, book title, book author, book price, book category, book test, and value the where this book ID that we are declaring in the post. So this is will check the query. So to check whether is error or not. So if not error and successful insert, so it will echo the JavaScript or script alert, which is one record as successful add, and it will view to the URL viewbook.php. Viewbook.php, inside here we have session start and include the connection database con.php. So query we have two condition. First condition, if admin want to search by book ID, so it will select from book where the book ID like the tst underscore search. This is the book ID that admin will enter. Or second is will select all from book order by book ID ascending. So this is HTML and this is style or CSS for this page. This is menu for admin. It will welcome session name. So this is search book, enter book ID. So admin will search by book ID. And this is view book. It will view the number, book ID, book cover, title, author, price, category, description, and action. So below it will fetch or retrieve the data from the database. So inside here we have two buttons, which is edit and delete. So if admin click the edit button, it will go to update book.php id underscore edit, and it will get the by book ID. Or if admin want to delete, it will go to click delete button, and it will return confirm or box confirm. Are you sure want to delete? If admin click yes, it will go to the delete book.php id underscore delete, and it will get by book ID. Update book.php, this is for update book page. So inside we have session start and include the connection database coin.php. So id underscore modify is for get id underscore edit from the view book here. So it will get by the book id. So inside here we have retrieve all the value. Book id, book title, book author, book price, book category, and book description. So it will select from book where the book ID equal to the book ID that we want to modify or edit. So here it will fetch array or retrieve the data from the database. So we will rename as EID, ebook title, ebook author, ebook price, ebook category, ebook description, and ebook cover. So this condition for the file or for the image. So if the image is error, it will return code and tell what the error it is. And else, if we doesn't have one to edit, it will stay with the old image. Or else, if admin want to change the image, it will move underscore upload underscore file, and it will rename and go to the image folder. So this condition for save. So if admin click the save button, it will update the book set by book ID, book cover, book title, book author, book price, book category, and book description, where the book ID that admin want to delete, and it will query. So it will if the success for the edit, it will retrieve or go to alert box, and it will say record successful edit, and it will go to the URL view book. book.php. So this is the HTML for the update book. This is style or CSS for this page. This is navigation for the admin, and this is session name. So this is form for edit button, edit book. So here we have method post and action equal empty because we have the retrieve the same page, so no need to set the action, but we have to include the method post and ink type, multiply and form data. So here we have ID, book cover, title, author, price, category and description, and the tab button submit, name update. And we have also cancel button, so you will click JavaScript and it will go to back the history, go to the view book back. Delete book.php. Inside here we have include con.php. This is include the connection. And we declare id underscore delete get id underscore delete. So if id underscore delete is not empty, it will select from book where book id is equal to id book that you want to delete. So it will query and it will fetch the results, book cover. So if pad image folder, it will get the name file that you want to delete and it will unlink the pads. Unlink means it will delete the file and it will delete from book where the book ID equal to book that we want to delete. If success, it will go to the view book.php back. If not success, it will get the SQL error and tell what the error it is. So view order.php, inside here we have system start and include the connection database. And also we declare not as number equal to 1. So inside here we also have two conditions. First condition for the button search and second for view all. So as usual, if you want to search, it will select from order where the or ID, like the order ID that you want to search, or we will select all from order by or ID ascending. So this is HTML, this is CSS or style for this page. This is menu for the admin and it will welcome the session. And we have search order box, table. So it will search by order ID. So this is a view order. So inside here we will have number, order ID, customer ID, amount, sheet name, sheet phone, sheet address, sheet force code, sheet state. And it will query or fetch the data from the database. So that's all from view order.php. View order item.php for the view order item page. So inside here we have session start and include the connection database con.php. So inside here we have to query, first query for search and second query for list all of you. So first query for the search, it will search by the order ID if admin want to search by order ID. Or second, it will list all the query by order ID ascending. So this is HTML and this is CSS or style for this page. Navigation for admin, welcome session name. So this is table for search and this is table for the view. It will view by number, order ID, book name, item price and quantity. And it will fetch and retrieve data from the database. Index.php, this is a home page before admin or customer want to log in. So inside here we have session start and title has online bookstore. So inside here we have style or CSS for this page. Also we have two conditions for navigation. So if first condition, if customer not log in, it will pop up this navigation, or second, if customer log in, it will pop up this navigation. So this is the basic or the name or the information about the online bookstore. So sign up.php, this is for the HTML sign up page and this is style or CSS for the sign up page. So this is navigation for the sign up. So this is the form for the sign up member. We have name, email, username, password, and confirm password. And this is type submit button, rename, sign up. And we have type reset for the reset button. So this is process underscore sign up the PHP, the condition where if customer already enter the data from the sign up page, and it will retrieve name, email, username, password, and confirm password. So inside here we have query, insert into sign up, name, email, username, password, confirm password, and role. So role we already declare as a customer. So if password not equal to confirm password, it will alert the password doesn't match, and it will go back to the sign up page. Or if the customer already success into for the sign up, it will alert you have successful sign up, and it will go to the login.php. So login.php, this is for the login page. So this is HTML, and this is style or CSS for this page, and this is navigation for the login. So inside here we have form for the username, type text, and for the password, type password. So if customer not log in, it will go to the sign up.php. If customer already enter the username and password, you can click the submit button, and this is for the cancel button, and type reset. So this is process underscore login.php. Inside here we have include the connection database con.php, and we have session start. So this we will retrieve the data that customer enter or admin enter. So his username, password, and password. So username, we have username less, password so using this. So if I set submit, it will select from sign up where the username and the password. So it will query and it will fetch. So this it will select the condition. If we will see the role, if the role customer, it will go to index.php, or if the role is admin, it will go to the admin homepage.php. Else, if the login is wrong or customer never sign up, it will go to login.php back and set the error wrong username and password, or used in user is not registered. So logout.php, this is for the logout. If customer or admin doesn't want to log in and want to log out, so it will say session underscore start, and if session destroyed, it will go to index.php. So next is search.php. So this is for the search page. Inside here we have session start and include the connection database, and this is data HTML, and this is CSS or style for this page. And for this page we have two condition navigation. First for navigation if customer not log in, and second for the navigation if customer log in. So in this page it can be searched by two conditions. First by book title, or second by book author. So it will select book ID, book cover from book where the book title like customer search by book title, or book author like by customer search by author. So if it will query, and if result is not found, it will say can retrieve the data. So this session, if customer log in, it will say welcome and the customer name. So search, and it will enter the book by title or author. So and it will retrieve here by book cover, and it will display by the book cover. Also have search by gender. So by gender we are using the list. So inside here you can see the list that we want to search by classic, fantasy, crime, general fiction, historical, romance, and young adult. That is use the different PHP for the each genre. So romance, crime, thriller, fantasy, genre fiction, historical, young adult and classical. Use all the same query, but the difference is when it want query where the select book ID, book cover from book, where the book category like for this is for the romance page. If the crime thriller, and it will change to the crime thriller, or if fantasy, it will change to the fantasy. But all is the same, it will display by book cover. So fact page.php, this is for the fact page. So inside here we have title, frequently asked question, and this is style or CSS for this page, and this is navigation for this page. And here we are tell the question and ask the answer for that question that customer usually asks. So this is botm.php. This is book of the month. So inside here we have HTML for the book of the month. This is style or CSS, and this is navigation for this page, and the name for the book. So books.php, this is the book page. It will display all the book. So inside here we have coin.php, and this is HTML for the all book, and this is CSS or style for this page. So inside here we also have the condition. First condition, if customer not sign in or log in. On second condition, if customer is logged in, so it will pop up this navigation. So we declare count equal to 1, and we have query select book ID and book cover from book, and we'll query. So if it's not query, it will second retrieve the data. So this is for the session name if customer log in. So this it will display or retrieve data from database, and it will retrieve the book ID. So if customer click the book ID, it will go to the book.php and query the book ID. This is book.php. After the customer click the book cover, and you go here. So it's your book ID, it will get the book ID. So here we have include condition.php, and we will select all from book with the book ID equal to book that customer click the picture. It will carry the data, and if result is not, it will can retrieve the data. So it will fetch the book or retrieve the book. So this is CSS or style for this book page, and also we have the condition for the navigation up here if customer is not logged in, and this for navigation if customer log in. So if customer log in, it will say welcome and session name. So inside here it will show the book cover, and inside here it will fetch the book description, and also it will fetch the book detail. So book ID, book title, book author, book price, and book category, it will echo it. So if customer want to add to cart, so there is a hidden for the book ID, but if customer want to add to cart, just click the purchase or add to cart, it will go to the cart.php. So cart.php, this is for the cart page. Inside here we have session start and include connection.php. So inside here we have require the function cart_function.php. So it will get the BKID from method post. So if it's set in method post, it will declare the BKID. So if it set the BKID, so it will see if the session is empty, it will list the session. So if the session is card and BKID, it will unset the post. But if yes, it will session the card and wiki ID, but it will add the item. So this here, if customer click the save change, means like if customer want to edit the quantity and click the save change, it will update back the quantity and the price and the total price. So it will set the total and total item and the total price. So this is HTML for the card page. So this is style and also CSS for this card page, and this is for navigation. This if customer is not logged in. This if customer log in. So this is card will show list of view the item, price, quantity, and total. So this is the button if customer want to check out, or if this is button for the customer if want to continue the login. So if the card is empty, it will alert your card is empty. Please make sure you add some book in, and it will go to the book.php. This checkout.php, this is checkout page. After customer already add book from book to the cart, and customer want to check out, it will click the checkout button and go to this page. So inside here we have connection.php and the chat function.php. So this is the if it said the customer is not logged in, it will go to login page. If customer log in, it will go to the if customer have already cut the item and it already around it will recount the value cut the item. So it will pop up this, or this view the it will view the item, price, quantity, and the total. So it will display the card, the book ID, and quantity. So here it will display the book title and the book price and how many the quantity that customer want, and it will go view the total item and total price. So inside here, customer need to fill the name, phone, address, postcode, and select the state, and type we have to button submit. So if customer submit button, it will go to purchase.php. If not, it will reset. Or if the checkout is empty, it will pop up the button, your cart is empty, please make sure you add some book in it, and it will go to the books.php where is the book list, all the book. So this is purchase.php. This is the final to confirmation customer. If customer confirm, just click the button and it will submit. So this is the final page. So customer need to confirm for item, price, quantity, total, and how many total items, for how many, so how many total price, and for the shipping cost. So this page also will include the total price with the shipping cost. So if the confirm, customer just click, it will return the confirm button. Are you sure all the detail? Are you sure all the detail is correct? So if yes, customer just click yes, and it will go to the process.php button, process.php page. So this is for the alert if the card is empty. So this is process.php. Inside here we have connection database include, and we have extract the session sheet. So inside here we already extract the session name that we enter, customer name detail that enter, and all the result that customer see, like total, quantity, name, price. So if customer already click the button yes, so it will go to here, get the customer, set the customer ID, insert the order, and get the order ID. So it will do the all things and insert into the database. So if the session if complete, it will unset the cart and it will say that your order has been processed successfully, your cart has been empty, and it will go to order.php. So this is chart function.php. It will the Java or the function that we make for the chart function. So inside here we have function total price. So it will calculate the price, total price that book that we the customer click. So price includes the book price times quantity. So this function for total items, how many items that customer want to buy or book. So this function for get book by ID. So this is link for the database and this link for the book ID. So it will select book title, book author, book price from book where the book ID equal the book ID that customer click. So this function for the get price. So it will so this is for database connection. So it will this here will select book price from the book where the book ID equal to the book ID. So this function for the get customer, we will get by name, phone, address, postcode, and state. So it will select customer ID from the customer where see name, see phone, address, postcode, and state. So this is for the function set customer. Set customer is for the function insert customer. So it will insert into customer value for see name, postcode, address, phone, and state. So this is function for insert order, and this is function for the get order. So order.php, this is for the view order page for the customer after the customer buying the book. So inside here we have name, session name, and include connection database con.php. So inside here we are also using the query for the join to table with join order and order item. So inside here we have order ID, order amounts, and book title. So join by order and join by order item, where the order item equal to order item order ID. Join by book, book.book ID equal to order item dot book ID, where the order dot session name include the S name. So order by order dot order ID ascending. Why we call this? Because we want to display by the session name that customer only customer login. If customer login is Hazika, so only Hazika order only view that book, view the order. If Hanim, just Hanim order will view. So if not query, it will say can retrieve data. So this is HTML and CSS and style for this page, and this navigation for this page. Welcome, and here we will view by number, order ID, amount, and book title. So we will retrieve or echo the data from the database.